Hi guys, so for this video I'm going to use Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It's in size 4 medium and circular knitting needles in size 6 millimeters. So later on in the video I'm going to show you how to make a 4-leaf clover, but first I'm going to show you how to knit the hat. So I'll leave a long tail, then I'll make a slip knot, and now I'll cast down 70 stitches. This one already counts as one. Now that I casted on 70 stitches, I'll make sure that my stitches are not twisted. Then for row 1, I'll knit this first stitch. And then I'll knit the next stitch. So I'll continue knitting every stitch throughout row 1. So now for row 2, I'll repeat row 1. So I'll knit the next stitch, then I'll knit the next stitch. So I'll continue knitting every stitch throughout row 2. So we repeat row 2 until our work measures 7 inches. So now that our work measures 7 inches, for the next row we'll start to decrease in these first 2 stitches. Then I'll knit the next 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and then we'll decrease in stitches 9 and 10. So to decrease, we'll just knit the next 2 stitches together. Again, now I'll knit the next 8 stitches, and I'll decrease in stitches 9 and 10. So I'll knit the next 2 stitches together. So we repeat this throughout this row. Don't forget to decrease on stitches 9 and 10. So now for the next row, I'll decrease in these next 2 stitches. Then I'll knit 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and we'll decrease on stitches 8 and 9. Again, now we'll knit the next 7 stitches, and we'll decrease on stitches 8 and 9. So we repeat this throughout this row. We'll decrease on stitches 8 and 9. So now for the next row, I'll decrease in these first 2 stitches, then I'll knit the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'll decrease on stitches 7 and 8. Now again, I'll knit the next 6 stitches. And I'll decrease on stitches 7 and 8. So we repeat this throughout this row. We'll decrease on stitches 7 and 8. So for the next row, I'll start by decreasing these first 2 stitches. Then I'll knit the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'll decrease on stitches 6 and 7. Again now, I'll knit the next 5 stitches. And I'll decrease on stitches 6 and 7. We repeat this throughout this row. We'll decrease on stitches 6 and 7. Now for the next row, I'll start by knitting these next 2 stitches together. And now I'll knit the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll decrease on stitches 5 and 6. Again now, I'll knit the next 4 stitches. Then I'll knit the next 2 stitches together. So we repeat this throughout this row. We'll decrease on stitches 5 and 6. Now for the next row, as I'm knitting, I will begin to switch to double pointed needles. So I'll start by knitting these first 2 stitches together. Then I'll knit the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And I'll decrease on stitches 4 and 5. Again now, I'll knit the next 3 stitches. And I'll decrease on stitches 4 and 5. So we repeat this throughout this row. We'll decrease on stitches 4 and 5. Now for the next row, I'll start by knitting these first 2 stitches together. Then I'll knit the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. I'll decrease on stitches 3 and 4. Now I'll knit the next 2 stitches. And I'll decrease on stitches 3 and 4. So we repeat this throughout this row. We'll decrease on stitches 3 and 4. Now for the next row, I'll start by knitting the next 2 stitches together. Then I'll knit the next stitch. I'll knit the next 2 stitches together. I'll knit the next stitch. Then I'll knit the next 2 stitches together. So we repeat this throughout this row. As you can see, we are decreasing on stitches 2 and 3. And now we have only 7 stitches on our needles, so we'll leave a medium-sized tail, and then we'll cut this yarn. And now with the yarn needle, we'll finish off these stitches and close this loop. Double this yarn. I'm just going to use 2 strands together, and then I'll make a magic loop, or you can chain 5 if you find that easier. So now I will chain 6, then right here through this loop I'll make 4 treble crochet. And now I'll chain 5, then right here through this loop I'll make a slip stitch, and now again I'll chain 5, and now right here through this loop I'll make 4 treble crochet. I'll chain 5, then right here through this loop I'll make a slip stitch. I'll chain 5, then right here through this loop I'll make 4 treble crochet. I'll chain 5, then right here through this loop I'll make a slip stitch. So now we have 3, and now again I'll chain 5, then right here through this loop I'll make 4 treble crochet. And now I'll chain 5, then right here through this loop I'll make a slip stitch. And now I'll chain 12, then right here through the second chain from a hook I'll make a slip stitch. In the next chain I'll make a slip stitch. In the next chain, slip stitch. In the next chain, slip stitch. So I'll continue making a slip stitch in each chain until I come right here at the beginning of this chain. Now again, right here through this loop I'll make a slip stitch, then I'll chain 1, I'll leave a medium-sized tail, and I'll cut this yarn. Now I'm going to close this loop by pulling on this tail, just like that. On the wrong side, I will weave these ends in. So basically I'll be working around these treble crochets because I can make this loop a bit more secured. Should have used lighter yarn, but I wanted to make it look more realistic. So it's too late now. 4-leaf clover actually looks very pretty and it looks realistic. But hopefully it'll be visible so you guys can see how to make it. And now we'll sew this 4-leaf clover into our hat. So now we sew this. No, stay there. It's okay.
No,
stay.
I'm in the kitchen.